Hey guys and gals, this is Alex Olson with Exchange Commercial Real Estate, multifamily broker here in Kansas City, and I'm bringing you the Multifamily Minute. As I do each and every week, let's start off with LoopNet here. Look at all the new stuff that we've got coming on the market in the last 7 days or so. Wow, one real new property in the last week. That's a change that we have not seen in quite some time. This particular property here, ignore this. This is a condo. So we're not even going to pay attention to that. We're going to look at this three Midtown Kansas City fourplexes plus a lot for 1.425 million. So essentially it's 12 units for 1.425 million. Brokers telling us here that we got a 3.25 cap rate on it. You do have the vacant lot in there. The price per door is not that bad from the location standpoint. Let's zoom in on this one since we've only got really kind of one to look at here. I know exactly where this is at. This is west of my office, west of Main Street and Southwest Traffic Way. However, it's close to Westport and very close to 39th Street and KU Med. So this is state line here. The city doesn't care about the state line, as you can see. So KU Med is, which is Kansas University, is located right next to the Missouri state line. Obviously, KU Med can't cross over into the Missouri side because it's a Kansas University hospital. So anyway, that kind of puts you in perspective of where we're at here. 12 units, 1.425 million. It's 120,000 or so per unit, which seems fairly fair. I did take a look at this. I'm very familiar with these properties. I actually drive by them quite often on my way to Chipotle. But you can see in here, you've got all one bedroom units, some pretty standard buildings, I would say, a standard Kansas City fourplex style buildings. Some good units here. I'm not sure they'll get the price they want. I do think it's worth looking into, though, if you are looking for a multifamily property in a great location. This is something you should at least look into. Okay. So again, let's zoom back out here. This is all we have in the multifamily minute here for this week on LoopNet. Okay, there's nothing else. That's all the new stuff. Okay, so let's pop on over to the MLS, which does a really good job, by the way, in the 1 to 2 million, maybe even the $1 to $3 million range of real estate agents putting on duplexes, fourplexes, packages of buildings, etc., in that $1 to $3 million range, maybe even 4 million. And it's nice because you can see all the details with it. Usually there's also a co-broker fee. This particular property here is not new. However, what is new is a $200,000 price reduction. And this is a property that I have as the listing agent on it. And it is 42 units, all studios, 3 buildings. They all have new exteriors, or at least rehabbed exteriors, rehabbed roofs, new roofs, all new windows, and is about 85% occupied, 95% occupied at any given time. And there's some opportunity here for, if you're a buyer, to take a look at this. There's some seller information I can provide you that can help you with your numbers in a real way, not just some phony baloney way, in a real way. So please reach out regarding this. The reason why I didn't even show you anything else on Loop or on MLS is because there is nothing else new. So this particular deal here, this map is actually showing you everything that's on the market on the MLS in the 600,000 plus range. So there's 31 or so results. There's some new properties in there. There's some really old properties that have been sitting there for a long time. But the one I wanted to focus on was my listing. And the reason why that is because we can zoom into that location, which we talked about a few minutes ago, of the units, the 1 bedrooms down here, for being basically $120,000 per unit. And these studios here, which are actually quite large, by the way, for being $70,000 per unit. Now, there's pros and cons to every deal. To be frank, the con here is the parking is not the world's greatest opportunity. However, the streetcar's coming right down this line here. And being at your studios, you're probably going to only have one person living in there. So in each unit. So you've got an opportunity here to take advantage of low price per unit. You're about 70,000 per unit in an amazing location. So that's I wanted to point that out because I do think this is actually probably the best deal out on the MLS or LoopNet at this particular moment. So if you're looking for a deal, if you can get your mind over the fact that these are all studios and they're large studios, that this is a great deal for an investor that wants to take advantage of today's market. So we've seen comparables over here sell for $115,000, $110,000 per unit on studios. Now those are nicely rehabbed. However, here, you're going to spend $15,000 and have top of the line finishes and top of the line rents because of the size of those units. Okay. So just wanted to point that out here. And this is really kind of everything this week that we've seen on the open market for multifamily. There's a lot of, I always call these excuses, right? So we've got excuses from lenders, we've got excuses from buyers, we've got excuses from sellers. And so if you can eliminate as many excuses out of your mind as you can to look forward to how to make deals work, we here at Xchange can find a lender for you. No problem hopping on the phone, finding out kind of where people's rates and terms are for you. You should be able to get something in the low sevens from a lending standpoint if you've got the right bank. If you're not, if you're quoted something different, either ask your bank to be more competitive if they want to maintain your business, or reach out to me and we can find you a lender that will work, especially in a location like this, which is, urban core, downtown, growth area, class A submarket, etc. So again, I'm trying to eliminate excuses for you on buying property. So interest rates are high, yes, but it's not the interest rate that matters, it's the deal that matters. So if you have any questions about any of these properties you've seen here, please reach out to me. Again, this is Alex with the Multifamily Minute. If you're on a 1031 exchange, we'd love to hear from you. If you're interested and active in buying the Kansas City market, I look forward to hearing from you, and we'll talk to you next time.